Okay, I've gone a stage further. I'm going to make it a through neck at the moment. Reason being, because the box is so small, I reckon my bridge is somewhere about there. That's right. That's pretty well balanced now. So I've left this tail on, and I've left it on because I think when I put the bridge on, I'm going to need a bit more depth for the strings to go down and really hold tight on the bridge. So I'll leave the tailpiece on for now, and I won't know until I've actually got it assembled. Now the other thing, because I'm not putting a fretboard on here, as you notice that the depth, the distance there, I'm going to measure that distance, add 2mm on and cut it off there, so when I put the box back on it drops in and it's level. I'm sorry, I did say add 2mm on. I will measure the depth of the box and take 2mm off. So God, Stephen, I'm having a brainstorm here, aren't I? Okay, take 2. Okay, as you can see the difference there now, because I'm not putting a fretboard on here, I need to cut a groove or a channel out of this neck to allow that box to drop in and fall flush with the fretboard, or just slightly lower, maybe 1mm lower, 2mm lower. So I'll measure that, then add 1mm on and cut the groove out 1mm deeper, so the box will just lie slightly below the neck. Because imagine if that was your fretboard and we've got that flush, your fretboard's going to come up, isn't it? Can you see that? So if that was your fretboard and we cut the box, you want your fretboard. Oh, this bleeding camera's getting on me tits. You want your fretboard just to be that much, 2mm or something like that, standing proud above your box. I'm not putting a back angle or anything daft like that on here. I'm just leaving it as it is, because as I keep saying, I'm doing it as if a kiddie would be doing it or something like that. So it's just a box and a stick. There's no need to go overboard. So it wants to be just slightly proud. Okay, so if that was my glued on fretboard, there's my fret markers there. You cut into your the neck there, so it's just slightly proud like that. Because I'm not having a fretboard on it, I'm going to make this the fretboard. I'm going to lower that into it by 2mm. So I'll cut that, measure the width of measure the depth of the box, add 2mm on and drop the box into that position. Alright. It doesn't actually, now that's flat in the box, it doesn't actually look awkward, it doesn't look out of scale. Okay, to measure the centre of to get your neck running central, what I've done, I've used one of these, make life easy for myself. Measured the width of my box, divided it by 2, put a mark there, check the other box, the boxes usually run quite true, but check it anyway. Put a centre mark there, and then take your neck, do the same again, measure the width of your neck. Again, divide that by 2. Just use a calculator unless you're good with your arithmetic. Use a calculator. Get the centre mark. Put a centre mark on your neck and check it. Check that it's equal. And bring your neck then to your box. Get your centre mark there. And then get a mark on either side of the centre mark for the width of the box. Okay, then draw your lines. Use a set square. You've got 3 marks now. One's centre, one's either side for the neck. Use a set square. Find the mark. Mark it down, which is basically sort of that thing. And then cut down. Break that off. That actually comes out of that one, I think. So you've got 3 marks, then you cut your 2 outside ones and gently tease that piece out. Do it on both sides. Make it a nice tight cut, because you can always just shave a little bit off if you need to. As you can see, I put blocks in this. And the reason I've done that is, as I said before, this slopes at an angle, and I was going to leave it so it overhung, but it was just as easy to actually make a better job and put some blocks in. So when the back goes on, which would be that way, I've got something to either screw into a bit more permanent or glue it and seal it completely. And as you can see, there's a hole there. I'm not worried about the hole. I said that in the previous part of the video, I think. So that's the plan. So we've got this now. We've got our centre marks we've cut out. I'll drop this in. Yeah, that's roughly where it's going to be. I've just explained why I've left the tail piece on. I think I did anyway. But that will be shortened or taken off depending on the height of me bridge and the amount of string pull I've got to the end of the box. If I haven't got enough string pull, I cut a piece of this out, so the hinge or the fittings can drop down lower and give it more of an angle to pull. Okay, so that's set in now. What we need to do is make sure that this is running central, because you know, if it's a 3-string, your centre string is going to be your guideline for your centre, isn't it? For your centre of your neck, or it should be anyway. So if I just take my centre point off there, 1769, I put that over here, just mark the neck at the centre, just take that line off. I've got other markings on here because I work my frets out and things, and I'll just check that again. That's centre there, and check it that it's running centre on there. Okay, now if we've cut this with any reasonable amount of accuracy, I've still got my centre line on my box there and the centre line at the back. I'm going to run that to the centre line that I've got on the neck, and then run that, just leave that and let that lie where it is now, and just put another little mark there, and that is possibly not even ½ a millimetre out, so that's easy enough to adjust. It's just ½ a mil out, And to be honest with you, one of my guitars, one of the first ones I made, it doesn't run, the neck doesn't run true, but it still plays. But that was one of the first ones I've made. I've made I think 45 up to now, so I'm getting a little bit better at it. I wouldn't say I'm getting perfect at it. I'm getting a little bit better at it. But I am working blind with this one. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing until I do it. So, but if that's only that half a mil out, I've no need to really make any fine adjustments there. I'll be quite happy with that. Just check it again. Yeah, it's a gnat's fanny out. It's okay. Use a set square. Just check against your box that it's running true. This will tell you if it's not running true. If it's massively out, it will tell you. Okay, and because I've got them cutouts there, I'd do it at this end as well, just to check that it's running true. That's fine. That's fine. I won't pay too much importance to that if it's your first one you're making. If it looks right, another way of doing it is you've got your centre point there, tap a little nail in, put a piece of string on or something, or even a guitar string, and just run it across, and then visually look down the centre of your guitar. Just use your eyes. It's not rocket science. Okay, failing that, if you just run a pencil mark, excuse me,